Hi, you guys. This is Nina, and I am back again for another story. However, instead of dealing with the YouTube dramas that I have been discussing, which has been ongoing updates, tonight I am actually going to talk about something that has to do with this coronavirus situation that happened in Michigan, and it was just quite uh, breathtakingly sad. Honestly, um, I'm just torn to pieces. I'm just want to get into this. So, welcome, and thank you for joining me. Like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to be doing a serious story today. Now, first of all, I'm sure that you guys are aware of the situation that happened in Flint, Michigan. However, if you're not, I am going to go ahead and try to bring you guys up to speed about it because I thought that this was uh, totally crazy. So, this is a father of 8 who was murdered in Flint, Michigan, and he was killed because he is a security guard and he asked people, um, well, let me just back up. Let me just read this report because I'm just like all over the place thinking about this. Security guard that worked at a dollar store in Flint, Michigan was shot and killed after telling a customer to wear a state mandated face mask, police said. Calvin Munerlin, 43, died at a local hospital after he was shot in the head Friday, said Michigan State Police Officer Lieutenant David Kaiser. And now at that point, the suspects were unknown and it was actively being investigated. Now, witnesses from the store told police that Munerlin got into a verbal altercation with a woman because she was not wearing a mask, said Genesee County Prosecutor David Layton. Surveillance video confirmed the incident, Layton said. Now, let me just back up here. First of all, we're going through a very strange time in society. This year, 2020, has not been a good year at all. However, I want to speak my piece, and I just want to say this. This was a black man going to work, probably not making much of a wage, but had dignity in working to provide for his family. With 8 children, 8 children, okay, to provide as an essential worker to provide. Now, there's no one living under a rock at this point that can't say that each and every state, country, city, etc., has some type of place guards in place to help slow the spread of this coronavirus. Now, everyone has their opinion about this quarantine and how it's going and rah rah rah. However, I'm gonna say this: the way that this man was murdered was undignified and unjustified. And for all the people out there that want to complain about men, don't go to work, they lazy, etc., etc., Here's an example of a man that's actually going to work, and you guys know security guards are not paid a lot of money. However, he was trying to perform his duties, follow laws and regulations, and now some other people are seriously looking at some time. Now, let's just get back into this article. And I apologize because I did try to upload the video and I was having a lot of issues uploading the video. So, witnesses at the store told police that Munerlin, and forgive me if I'm pronouncing any names incorrectly, got into a verbal altercation with the woman because she was not wearing a mask, said the Genesee County prosecutor David Layton. But the surveillance video confirms the incident, Layton said. Under an executive order from Michigan, Governor Gretchen Whitmer, all retail employees and customers have to wear a mask. The footage also showed immediately after the altercation, the woman left in an SUV, and then around 20 minutes later, the SUV returned. So apparently, after this woman was so upset asking to leave a dollar store, she had to run back home and grab people to come back to the store to have an altercation with this security guard. Now, the two men that she brought with her entered the store, and one of them yelled at the security guard, whom is Manurlin, who is featured in this picture, about disrespecting his wife, Layton said. The other man then shot the security guard. Then Manurlin's cousin said this is senseless over a mask, and then said this is not the way to do things right now. We need to come together. Family Dollar has not responded to a request for comment. Now, I'm going to comment, okay? And I'm going to say this. People, we need to get ourselves together. We need to get ourselves together. Now, I know I usually like to do celebrity news and YouTube beefs, but you know what? I was very compelled to talk about this story. Now, there will be no happy ending to the story. There's nothing that can be done to bring this man back, this father of 8. Yet, I will say this. His GoFundMe has raised almost $30,000. If you go to GoFundMe, you know, the donation page is still open. Please support his family and his children, funeral expenses and costs, and to help provide for his kids. Because like I said, 2020 was already messed up. Now we're resorting to killing people for overdoing their own job. Now here's an update of this story that was just released about 15 minutes ago. Now they're just updating the story saying that the argument escalated into a shooting. But now they have suspects. Charmel Lash Teague, she is one of the suspects. They're saying that she is the one that drove off and went and got her husband. Oh my God, they're also saying that she spit on him. It's just disgusting. She returned with Larry Edward Teague, who was 44. That is her husband. And Raymonier Trayvon Bishop, whom was 23. So apparently Bishop, her son, is the one that actually pulled out the gun and shot Munerlin in the head. Now, I'm trying to see. I believe that they should be either in custody or still looking for one or two of them. But at least they have suspects and pictures for these people. And like I said, the sad thing is that we have all digressed in our own mentality where we're killing people over not having a mask and feeling like we've been wronged when These laws out here are being made from the government to protect us. And instead of taking the proper measures, they chose to not only, they're looking at time. I'm actually glad that this story was updated. They're looking at time. Okay? This story is worldwide news at this point. Now, here is the update for the charges. Michigan State Police arrested Charmel Teague, but they are currently searching for the two men. And all three are being charged with first degree premeditated murder and gun charges. Larry Teague, in addition, is being charged with violating the mandate requiring people to wear face covers inside grocery stores, etc., which is a misdemeanor that Lieutenant Layton said. However, look, I'm just glad that he is being charged. I'm glad they have suspects. Usually, when things like this happen, we don't usually have suspects this quickly. This article goes on to say that social media posts by friends and family memorializing Nerlin, a husband and father of 8 children, by his nickname Big Duper. A GoFundMe for the family has raised more than $80,000, exceeding its goal. Latrina Sims Munelin, his wife of 10 years, told NBC25 he was a very hard worker and he worked at that particular store for more than a year. He would have given you the shirt off his back, food off his table. Courtney Cobain, a family friend, told the news station he was the life of the party. Nicholas Harrison, who was Nerlin's friend for 15 years and had worked other security guards with him, told the Washington Post that Nerlin was killed trying to protect others. And again, this goes to the fact, you guys, a lot of black essential workers right now are not paid very much but have a lot of dignity in their jobs. And it is wrong for you guys to, oh, I'm sorry, not you guys. It is wrong for people to believe that they can just disobey the law, and for him to lose his wife after asking someone to put a mask on in the store, which could have saved her life or the life of others. Nerlin also trained others free of charge at a public gym in Flint. And then another acquaintance said when he found out what happened, it broke his heart because he knew what kind of person Nerlin was. This is senseless violence that needs to stop in the community. I completely agree with this. May this man rest in peace, and I hope God comforts, hold, and hug his family. He didn't bother nobody. He just wanted to take care of his family. Amen. I agree with that. And like I said, again, I know that this coronavirus, this quarantine is bringing out a lot of evil in people. But let me just tell you guys facts. Masks at this point are mandated, period, in a lot of areas. Get with the program. Literally, when this stuff started breaking in my state, it took me almost 5 weeks and a lot of trials and errors to try to make masks. I made my own masks. I also ordered some offline. Okay, now for the people that are still waiting, especially if you have little girls or if you have females in your house, I know you guys have a lot of scarves laying around in the back of that closet because look, let's be honest, a lot of us buy scarves, put the scarf on and just put a safety pin in the back until you guys can get some masks if you're on back order. But this is just violently unnecessary. Now you're looking at 3 people facing murder charges. Father of 8 not going back home to his family. You guys, we need to wake up. We're always worrying about what other people are doing to us, but yet this is how we treat us. And I want to leave you guys with that thought. Share your opinion and please go to that GoFundMe. And please, if all you got is $1, $5, whatever, just donate to this family. I know I am. Blessings sent out to his wife and kids. 8 children. 8 children. Until the next episode, you guys enjoy your evening.